We're going. We're there. We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live from the Smoky Mountain Beard. That's where the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains are from.
That's it. Yeah, all of them. All the Smoky Mountains.
All the Smoky Mountains.
I meant all the bearded villains are in the mountains. Not all the mountains are in the villains.
No, but all the bearded villains in the Smoky Mountains are in the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains.
You know what else is a bearded villain?
Knock, knock.
Brian Jones. Oh my gosh, I failed.
You did.
New year, new me. Oh, hey.
Is this the first time you've ever done this show?
Hi, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm new here. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Talking Beards in 2022. I guess we're going to start just leaving the cover photo up. That's going to be our hot new thing we're going to do this year.
Hot new thing.
So what's going on, everybody? This is episode number 150 of the live show. This is going to be episode number 227 of the podcast. And
That's
Scott's
right.
working on it. So we're going to have 9 episodes of Talking Beards, the podcast?
There will be 10 episodes by this weekend.
All right, Andrew, you got a lot to do this weekend. I know you're going to go back and re-listen to all the shows and make sure you take all your notes so you can answer all the trivias later on episode 200 when we're like, hey, we need to do trivia on all the shows or whatever the heck we're going to do. Anyway, I'm Aaron and we're here. What is up, Scott?
Oh my gosh, you're a ball of energy tonight. You're like, oh my God.
It's this rowdy energy, baby.
Rowdy, you're so rowdy.com.
.com.
Well, yeah, did you introduce yourself or you were talking?
I said I'm Aaron. I don't know. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Caleb Sanders, Dion's cousin, is here.
What's going on, Caleb Sanders?
Or it could be the Colonel's.
No, it's definitely Deion Sanders' cousin. I was a big fan of his when he played for the Braves and the Falcons at the same time. I thought that was super cool.
I know. I loved that. The Royals.
That was Bo Jackson, you knucklehead.
Whatever.
He played for the Royals.
This knucklehead is Scott Sykora. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Scott Sykora, whatever you want to do. But we want you guys to go over to talkingbeards.com. There you can subscribe to this podcast that we were just talking about, where we're going to get this many new episodes out by this weekend.
That's 2 whole hands, Scott.
That's 2 whole hands. You can't go any more than that on your hands. Well,
nope.
But so make sure you go over to talkingbeards.com, subscribe to the podcast over there. There's a bunch of other cool stuff over there you can check out as well. And one other quick work note here. If you guys are interested in checking out some cool new products, I mean, why on earth would you try anything else out but what, Aaron? Honest Amish.
Honest Amish. Yeah, you can go over to honestamish.com. You can use promo code TalkingBeards and you get 15% off your order. A little bit of behind the scenes stuff. We'll be having a new website coming out hopefully this month. It's getting close to being done. So we'll have
Spider-Man's been really hard at work on it, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man's been working his butt off on that website, but we're going to blast into the 21st century and have a cool new website. It looks really good. It's got some surprises for everybody in this beard community, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I know everybody at Honest Amish is super excited about having a new website. And I don't know, it's good stuff.
New and French or fresh, whatever.
It's new, French, fresh. We'll probably even ship to France. Who knows?
So is Is that what you've been up to then? You've been like working on this website? What'd you do this weekend?
I
What
have not been working on the website. That is Abram's job. I'm not a website guy. What did I do this weekend? I don't think I did anything.
you worked
I
in your
took care of
garage?
Natalie. That was about our weekend. We just kind of hung out.
Wow.
What about you, Scott Sykora? You had something enormous happen to you yesterday, and today was the big first day. How did it go?
Well, yeah. So nothing really exciting happened over the weekend. Actually New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, what'd you do for New Year's?
We went to go check a bunch of bands out. It was so much fun. It was outside, really great venue, great bands, met some cool new people. Was just super awesome. Person out in the living room, you need to turn the volume down. But anyways, yeah, but yesterday was first day of new job and today was yesterday was all like paperwork kind of stuff, blah blah blah. So I was in the office doing that for a while, which that kind of stunk, but and then today was actual first day on the job and wow, I tell you what, man, I'm going to be hurting tomorrow, man. Muscles that I've never used before. And man, I've been a window washer for almost 25 years. And in one day, I've learned a whole new completely way of doing it and a technique that I never even knew about. And it's pretty darn exciting. Oh, Chris Odom's here. I didn't see that.
What's up, Chris Odom?
The dang. Howdy.
Dang. Where was he at? I didn't see it on there.
He was up there. He was by Caleb Sanders. And then Derek Parsons of the Derek Parsons Project is here.
Wow, of the Derek Parsons Project, the one and only.
I know, but
well, so your weekend and your first couple of days of the week were much more exciting than mine. But starting Friday, we're gone. So Friday we leave for where we go? Pigeon Forge Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we go to Florida for Disney for a week, and then we're going to do we're going to go to Christine M. Algaretti's competition. It'll be in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and then we'll come home for a couple of days, and then we're going to drive to LaGrange, Texas, and then we're going to drive to San Francisco, and then we're going to drive all the way back to Louisville. So we'll definitely have some stuff to talk about over the next few weeks, and it's Louisville. It's like, so you got to say Louisville, but with like marbles in your mouth. Isn't that what we had determined? Something like that?
Well, I think I was trying to call you every time I was driving through there. I'm like, hey, guess where I'm at, Aaron? Louisville. And you're like, Louisville.
Hey, Louisville. Yeah, so I will definitely have some stuff to talk about over the next few weeks. Yeah, today, not so much. We've been laying low for 2 weeks.
And you prefaced a lot of what we're going to be talking about at the end of the show because we have a ton of, already beginning of the year, we got a full list of beard comp news for everyone. So everyone's going to get up to date right now or at the end of the show. So make sure you stick around after our guest tonight, Brian. But yeah, he's going to talk about his event. And then after that, we have 4 other events we got coming up in the net, or 3 other events that we have coming up. The rest of the month. But speaking of big events, there was a big event somewhere else in the world recently. Yeah. And we kind of wanted to touch base on that real quick. We got a correspondence from the Beard Master General himself, Mr. Brian T. Nelson of the Austin Facial Hair Club.
Yeah.
Sent us some information. But actually what we really want you to do is if by some chance you guys are not members of or know anything about Beard Team USA, make sure you go over to beardteamusa.org to get more information and go subscribe to the newsletter so you can also keep up to date with cool stuff like what we're about to tell you about right now, because it's going to be coming out in the newsletter that is coming out later this week. So
yeah, so this is a little sneak peek of the newsletter here. So this is I think it was in India. I think this was like India Nationals. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I didn't get the information. I just got on there. Beard and Mustache Championships. I can't see where it is. Is it India or Israel? Anyway, so they had a nationals, and here's a few pictures. And I thought this one was kind of interesting because if you look at these freestyles, I don't know. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Let's see. Make you stay there. There we go. So if you look on there, if you've been following competitive bearding for the last few years, if you look on your left, this dude almost a dead ringer for Chad Roberts' Spider-Man beard.
It almost looks like an Anthony Cardi beard, though.
You think? It looks like Spider-Man to me. But anyway, the next guy, if you look at this freestyle, it looks a lot like Jason Kiley's freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting.
And that next one, Andrew T. Matson right there. Totally.
Yeah, it looks just like Andrew. And then this guy, it's Incredibeard. It's amazing. So apparently the beard world is watching the U.S. competitive beard circuit online or something like that. But anyway, oh my gosh, where'd we go? We're back. We are. That was interesting. Yeah, so subscribe to the newsletter for Beard Team USA. It's monthly, bi-monthly, tri-monthly. I don't know.
Monty says
it comes out every once in a while.
Newsletter is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. So check it out. Those guys help us out. So let's return the favor and help them out.
All right. So let's get with our guest here.
We have one more thing.
You ready?
No, we're not.
We're not ready.
There is one more thing that we need to touch base on.
Uh-oh.
And where'd it go?
You're in COVID?
No, I lost what I needed. Where did it go?
I don't know, Aaron.
I got to find it. Anyway, so we got a hashtag for tonight. It's hashtag 2022.
All right. So letting everyone know about that. So if you guys go into the chat rooms right now, wherever you're at, either on live, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, we are live on Twitch, we are live on Twitter. If you type in hashtag 2022 into the chat room right now,
because that's a new year.
That's a new year. That's this year right now. But type that in the chat room right now, and you guys will get entered to win a really awesome prize pack. Compliments Honest Amish. Don't forget honestamish.com. Use promo code Talking Beards if you guys go over there. But if you win this great product, and Aaron doesn't usually has the stuff that we're going to be giving away, but I know he does have.
I'm ready, baby.
He's ready.
So so tonight, if you put in hashtag 2022, you could win. So I went downstairs, packed a box. We're ready to go. This thing is all packed up. It needs an address and a name. You will be entered to win a pure beard oil. And then I was like, well, I got a pure beard oil. Might as well make it a pure balm as well. And an extra grit beard and body soap that I just threw into the keyboard.
We got Patrick Dawson's in here.
What's up, Patrick? And a comb.
Oh my gosh. The Forrest Figgins' hair.
Forrest Figgins is here.
Do you know who Forrest Figgins is?
I have a clue.
Oh, in the observatory with Colonel Mustard and the candlestick.
Yes. That Bayou blend, though. Yeah, that Bayou blend's pretty good.
Oh my God.
What did Andrew say?
What does this mean?
So
remember when y'all did 149 previous episodes and figured out all the glitches and show became a well-oiled machine? Good times.
This has just been one of those episodes that things didn't work right.
What? Poo stick?
Is there a poo stick?
We haven't talked about that in forever.
Man.
Thanks, Sean, for bringing that up.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. OriginalPoopKnife.com. It's a real thing. So, I have to get a different box, but I could put a poop knife in this thing. How about that? So, yes, this is real. A poop knife. Look at that.
Wait a minute. A poop knife is going to go in this giveaway tonight?
It can.
Let's do it.
Like I said, I have to get a different box because it's not going to fit. But I can throw a poop knife in there. I got other boxes. So, yeah, there you go. Poop knife. It's in there.
Patrick Dawson, he's just planning a beard comp for March 26th coming up in Pahrump, Nevada.
It's about an hour and 11 minutes from Las Vegas-ish.
That's so far.
It's not too bad. It's like
That's
an hour
far.
drive. I'm excited about it. Are you ready to get on with our show and have Brian on?
I am, but as we get Brian in here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the event so everyone kind of knows what's going on. So it's this Saturday, January 8th. It's the Smoky Mountain 4-year anniversary. It's going to be held at the Courtyard by Marriott Pigeon Forge. And so this is straight off their Facebook event page.
You said Marriott.
I did. Marriott. Anyways, Hinderlist 22 is the Ronnie McNutt Foundation. For those that may not know, Ronnie was a member of the Northern Mississippi Bearded Villains and was known for his giving nature. The goal of Hinderlist 22 is to assist veterans in need, award scholarships to hardworking students, and last but certainly not least, help put an end to veteran suicide, which is something that's greatly important to a lot of us in the bearding community. We hope to see you in January. Help us raise money for this amazing cause. There's going to be a bunch of categories: 1 to 3, 4 to 8, 9 to 12. Over. Oh, Sean Murphy's sending pictures.
Let's get our guest in here.
Full beard, yeah. So let's get our guest in here, and we can talk a little bit more about this.
All right. So our guest tonight is Brian A. Jones. He is the co-captain of the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains. And that will answer your question, whoever that was that asked, what is a SMBV? Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains. And what is going on? Brian, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right. Can't complain. How about you, Scott Sykora? How are
I'm
you?
doing awesome. I'm like really happy to have you here tonight, Brian. And I'm really excited to hear about this Smoky Mountain competition coming up.
That's right. So how does it make you feel to know that you're having the first beard competition of the year?
And you're the first guest of the year. A lot of pressure.
Y'all are just kicking off just the whole bearded season. I mean, we had 2 weeks off, so that's pretty much like our downtime of the year. So now our 2 weeks of off season's off. Here we go. Let's go. So this is y'all's 4th annual competition.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the history of the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains and maybe a little bit about how you got involved with them.
Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains was established in January 9th of 2018. There used to be just one Bearded Villains chapter to the state, and the Eastern Tennessee guys wanted to make more of an impact out this way, so Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains was born. How I got involved, February of 2018. I'd been medically retired from the Army 4 years previous, and any veteran you'll talk to will say they miss the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and I found that in BV. So
it makes sense.
I think May of 2018, I received my villain patch, and that's what it's been ever since.
The rest is history.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of like ex-military guys, either Marine guys, Army guys, they're all like going through the whole process of being in the military and becoming like a family with your, other the guys, and when they get out, they kind of like lose a sense of purpose and like lose like that camaraderie that they get. And a lot of these guys tend to gravitate over to these beard clubs and stuff, which is really cool because they kind of get that back a little bit, and then use that to be able to do some good things for their community and stuff like that. So that's really cool.
It is. It's helped a lot with issues, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like I had said earlier when I was introducing everything too, I mean, there's so many beard clubs across the country that do a lot of fundraising for veteran suicide because it's such a huge thing. Not only is it a huge thing, but it's a huge thing to a lot of members and a lot of clubs. So, it's it's a big deal, and it's really cool that it's such a big deal to a lot of people in the bearding community, and that we as a whole can do a lot of good towards it. So
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Good.
You're good.
You're good.
No, I was just going to get back into the competition.
you
So
go.
what's the weather going to be like in Pigeon Forge this weekend?
Friday, the day of the meet and greet. It's going to be fairly chilly, around 32, I think was the last time I looked. But sunny, so that's a plus. The day of the event, it'll be around 46 at the time we do our picture shoot. And I think it's supposed to remain that just about all day. And it's supposed to be sunny then too. So that's certainly a plus.
Plus side about this event and it being not really super nice outside, your competition is at the host hotel. So that's really convenient. So a lot of people, if you stay at the host hotel, which is the Courtyard by Marriott in Pigeon Forge, you can you don't have to go anywhere. You can pretty well just stay there. So if it snows or whatever, you're safely at the event already.
There's a lot of stuff in walking distance too of where the event's being held at the hotel.
What type
is there a
of
donut shop?
I've never been to Gatlinburg, or Pigeon Forge, but
Aaron wants
there's
to
a
know
lot
if
of stuff just right there.
Aaron wants to know if there's a donut shop really close to the venue.
I don't know.
Not looking good. Do you know what is close to the venue for within walking distance for everybody? Just kind of curious, really.
There's a Five Guys burger restaurant, a
Hooters
Lumberjack Feud show. Man, I've been there 1,000 times.
So it's right there in Pigeon Forge, like right there off the strip, essentially. Then, cool. That's awesome, dude. Pigeon Forge is so great. I'm really excited to go to it, and I'm glad y'all are putting on the first competition of the year there. So it gives us an opportunity to go to Pigeon Forge.
Oh, I love that place.
So we got the venue covered. So do you have some judges that'll be judging all these beardos going across your stage in a few days?
The first one, I don't know if you ever heard of the Big Ben Beardsmen.
Yep.
They're out of Southern Ohio.
Okay.
They came down to our 3-year we had in Chattanooga. First time any of us met them. Amazing group of guys.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome.
Rock solid. Travis Dinner is going to be one of the judges from Big Ben Beardsmen.
Okay.
And then Mark Burns from Murder City Facial Hair Crew. Chris Rivas, he's a master barber located in Athens, Tennessee. And then Susan McNutt, it's Ronnie's mom and one of the co-founders of Hinderless 22.
Okay. So Hinderless 22, is that your charity?
Yes.
You tell us a little bit about them?
Basically, you already said the backstory. It came to be because of a tragic happening with Ronnie. Sadly, it happens all too often, more often than it ever should. But from that, they wanted to do some good with it. And they created the Ronnie McNutt sponsor scholarship award. And basically they use the N22 Veterans a Day suicide thing as the vehicle to promote that to end veteran suicide, but to also award a scholarship to a deserving high schooler, a senior in high school.
That's cool.
And anybody want to check them out? It's hinderless22.org. They have merch on there that you can pick up and help support the cause. Definitely come to our event. 100% of everything that is raised will go to Hinderless 22 when the event's over with.
Have they always been your charity of choice?
No. Well, one, because they're not that old. They're
Right.
August of last year.
Oh,
is
okay.
what
So they're really
started.
new.
Yes.
Cool.
But before that, we did Battle 22. Another great charity. That same premise. He wants to end veteran suicide. Chad's a great guy. Support him too. But we did Battle 22 for our 3-year. Our 2-year, we did Families Free, which it helps women that are out of jail or whatever with a second chance. And then the first year we did mental health awareness, just in general. No veteran side to it. Just I think the amount we raised, it was enough to help 52 people with therapy services.
Yeah, good job, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're over at the the hinderless22.org site, and there's the story about Ronnie McNutt, a little bit about him, and then there's of course some stuff about other things on here with the veteran suicide and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely go over and check that website out. There's lots of really cool stuff over there to check out and kind of give you more information about all that veteran suicide in the 22 and stuff like that.
On a little bit lighter note, you brought up the donut shop. I don't know if you've been looking at the comments, but Carrie said there should be mandatory that there's a donut shop near every beard competition. Dalton seconds that. Derek says
Dalton would second that.
Dalton, you're used to eating donuts, LOL. And
That's
then Dalton's happy about it. And then Dalton says, Derek, you like cream filled and jelly filled, you weirdo. And then Derek says, only from you. And then Dalton feels very special. Just so everybody's up to date on the news and information about the donuts. The donut situation down there in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, the lack of donuts in Pigeon Forge.
Derek is going to be eating all the donuts. And Derek likes,
if
cream
you get
filled and jelly filled donuts. So here we go.
If anyone gets a chance to venture into Gatlinburg while they're there, go to the donut fryer. Amazing donuts.
So there's donuts,
just not
walking donuts, unless you're like really motivated.
I mean, if you want a donut and decide to walk to Gatlinburg, then it's in walking distance.
Anything's within walking distance if you put your mind to it.
Exactly. If you just start walking.
That's right.
David Ramsey says there's a Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts within a mile of the hotel.
Boom.
Yeah, but those are like
walking distance.
Those don't count as donut places.
Krispy Kreme counts as donut places when there's no real donut places in town, and Dunkin' Donuts is like if you need like a doorstop, I guess, or if it's like free, you're not paying for the donut, then Dunkin' Donuts is fine. But
time to make the donuts.
But Krispy Kreme's still good. You'll pass 5 donut shops from the interstate. Thank you, Dalton.
We'll just have to start putting that stuff on our flyer, I reckon.
That's important. This is very, very important information. Did you know that there is going to be a Voodoo Donuts about an hour and 15 minutes from next week's competition? See?
Stupid.
This is
dumb.
This is
Brian.
Important.
Who's the MC going to be for this event? Do you guys have one?
MC is actually going to be one of our guys from Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains. John Fletcher. His nickname's Combat Cook. He's a veteran as well.
I thought his name was Fletch.
No, you can call him that too, probably. He probably lets you call him whatever, honestly.
Hammer.
But no, he's a great guy, very social butterfly. So he'll grab a mic and just go with it.
This is cool. Now, other than like with the competition, I mean, like what are we looking at category wise? What should people expect? Like if they're going to show up, like, I mean, do you guys have like a goatee category? So like if Aaron and I show up, I could beat Aaron down, or I mean, like what kind of categories do we got?
We tend to cater our categories to the bearded villains realm of things. So it has to be a full beard ear to ear. But this is our first time. We changed up our categories a little bit. We used to do business college, then under 6, over 6, and we found that there was a lot of dead space for people. Like you have someone with a 7-inch beard going against people with 12-inch beards. So this time we decided to change it up, and we're doing 1 to 3 inch, 4 to 8, 9 to 12, over 12, and then full beard style mustache, partial beard, freestyle, whiskerina. And this year, it's our first time ever doing this. We're actually doing a kids creative.
Aaron,
I have a very important question. This is probably going to be like mind-blowing stuff, right? So what if you have a 3.5-inch long beard? What category would you be in? Or if you had an 8.5-inch long beard, what category would you be? You're exempt. You can't compete.
Stop it, Aaron.
We'll start getting barber. Oh, there'll be a barber there. I'm sure.
Okay, so
take
if
care
you
of
have
that
an 8.5-inch beard, you have to cut a 1/2 inch off. It's the only way you can compete.
You get rounded up, greater than. Remember,
greater down. You round down.
We're actually, I think we're a little different in this. We actually measure. That way, people get into the appropriate categories. So you don't have somebody with a 6-inch beard going for the 1 to 3, and people turning a blind eye to it.
So yeah. But if they have 3.5, then they're out. That's the rules.
We make them stand at the side. It's the outcast. We'll have a little outcast thing taped off on the floor. You just got.
I like this. There you go. That's perfect. Screw those 3.5 and 8.5-inch long beard guys.
All right. So other than the competition going on Saturday, do you guys have like a meet and greet going on the previous evening? So people that are coming into town for the event may be able to get together and kind of socialize with each other and hang out and stuff. What do you got going on Friday?
Spit it off.
We do. I got it.
Okay.
We actually have people there now.
What?
Already?
Wow.
Yeah, I got some people eager, which is awesome because it gives more time to have some fellowship and hang out. But the meet and greet, it's actually at the Axe House in Pigeon Forge. It's BYOB and $15 for an hour to throw an axe and $25 for 2 hours.
Okay. Why would anyone bring their own bananas to throw axes?
You just throw the banana and then try to hit it with the axe.
It's safer, Scott. It's more eco-friendly to throw a banana than an axe.
Hey, I don't know. You guys do what you guys do. I mean,
hey, man,
you gotta challenge yourself.
Do you know about how close this place is to the hotel?
Oh, less than a half mile.
Cool.
Walking distance, Aaron.
I like that it's all relatively close to everything. I like this.
So, Brian, let's do a little deeper dive here. How did you end up getting, involved
in bearding in general?
In bearding, with the bearded villains, how did you find them? How did you become part of that brotherhood? What's your story in this whole thing?
Well, I grew the beard because of 12 years of having to shave it, being in the Army. And then I just kept letting it go. And I don't sleep a whole awful lot. So I was just perusing Instagram one night, and Bearded Villains came across my feed as a suggested someone to follow. So I clicked on it, started looking into it, read their mission statement, and was like, I should probably look at this. Well, I forgot. And then 4 months later, I remembered. And so I ended up messaging BVTN, and they're like, well, there's a chapter out by you now. So they linked me up with SMBV, and I just sent them a message and did my time, earned my villain patch, and now we're here.
Now
So
you're
have
here
you done?
live on Talking Beards.
Yeah. Well, have you done like any like major competitions, or have you guys just kind of been just in your own little bubble down there doing your stuff and with your guys' things?
Well, we have guys that travel all over to other events. We don't have. I don't think we've ever had anybody go to like nationals or anything like that. But as far as me, it's just been my little bubble. I have 2 young kids. My 2 oldest kids, I didn't spend a lot of time with due to deployments and all that stuff when they were growing up. So unless they 100% can go with me anywhere, I don't.
You're in your bubble
really.
with your kids.
All
In my
right. So
bubble.
here's another question, because I've asked this of a few other veterans and stuff. So you said 12 years, correct? What was your job? What did you do?
I was a field artilleryman, holster and go boom guy.
All right. What is that? Explain all that.
Cannon crew member. I shot howitzers,
Ooh.
cannons.
How's your
From,
hearing?
like, terrible.
Oh,
Huh?
I have hearing aids I'm supposed to wear that play white noise to block the ringing and then magnify what I can hear, but they broke and they irritate my ears. So my wife
The
loves
ringing it is.
Yeah.
wow.
It's fun though. I mean, you get a chance to sling a 105 millimeter round or a 155 millimeter round, especially direct fire, and actually see the things blow up. It's pretty awesome.
Did you have those big cannonballs, or like?
No, they're like 155 rounds, probably close to 24 inches long, and then the 155 and weighs about 60 pounds, and then a 105 or 155 is about 2.5 and weighs about 100 pounds.
So when you enlist, how does it get to there? How do you like go from like boot camp to like, all right, now this is what I'm doing? Like, do you get to pick? Do you get assigned? I mean, this is just something really fascinating to me, because we talk to these guys all the time, ex-military guys around the show and stuff. And it's, these are just some questions that I just generally have that I've always kind of they get glossed over because we start talking about beard stuff. But like I said, we have lots of veterans that watch the show, and it's just interesting conversation. I mean, I'd like to know more about this.
Well, my recruiter talked up. He was a cannon crew member as well. He talked it up, like all the cool stuff. They leave out the not so cool stuff. So, and my dad, I'm the only son, so he was like, "You're my only son." It was 9/11 happened, and I talked to a recruiter not long after that, but I was still in high school, and he said, "You're my son. I really don't want you going infantry." And he was air defense artillery, and he was like, "I don't want you doing air defense artillery." So I was like, "Okay." I went to MEPS and came back, and he was like, "Well, what'd you do?" I said, "Well, I'll listen to you. I'm field artillery." And he was like, "Well, yeah, you're right. You listen to me." And then, but I honestly, deployment wise, was in the Army 8 years before I even touched a howitzer on a deployment.
Oh, wow.
We were all, I mean, it was Iraq, counterinsurgency. So we were all maneuver, really.
Wow.
Like doing infantry jobs, kicking indoors and stuff like that.
Gee, wow. That's, man, thank you for your service. That had to be some scary shit, pardon my French, doing that and being over there during all that stuff.
I loved it.
Oh,
hey, well, if you loved it, then that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know we all appreciate it.
So getting back to the whole topic though, but thank you for all that, enlightening information about that, because like I said, I'm just in general inquisitive and wanting to know just a little bit more about your backstory and how you ended up weaving your way into the beard community and what kind of led up to that. And once again, a lot of guys say the same thing. It's the tired of shaving for X amount of years when I was in the Army or whatever, or when like Aaron was like, I hated shaving when I was in the Peace Corps, man. They just didn't understand me, man.
I was out there hugging trees. I was like,
yeah, man.
Tired of shaving.
Tired of shaving, man. Keep me down, man. Peace. And then he goes and hugs a whale. Isn't that what they do?
Yep, pretty much spot on. I mean, that was dead ringer and everything. I used to sound like that, but not anymore. Now I sound a lot more.
No, it's more like, come on, guys. Peace, man.
Yeah, now that's me. Yeah. Freaking goofball. So are you super excited about this competition coming up this weekend, Brian?
I am.
Yeah.
This is one of the most unnerving times because you want it to go as perfect as you can get it. And I live an hour and a half away, so I need to make sure that I have everything. The 3-year, I forgot some stuff. So, and that was 3 hours away in Chattanooga.
You don't know what the Peace Corps do, Andrew. You don't know what we did. It was tough.
But yeah, just knowing what BV and the Brotherhood and everyone that supports us, just knowing what they're capable of when we all come together. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is.
I agree.
Like the amount of support that we have gotten since David and I have taken over the chapter has been humbling. I think he sent me a thing earlier. We've raised, between all of our events, the anniversary event, Knox Villains every year, and we do a buddy walk to raise money for Down syndrome. Blakely, a niece of one of our members, we support her in that, and amazing little girl. We finished in the top 3 of it, the 3 years that we've done it, but I don't even know where that is anymore. We've raised somewhere close to $60,000 in 2
4 years, or I guess 3 years, huh?
Well, just since David and I have taken over, I think it's around 55, and then the one that's prior to that bring it up to 60.
Good for you.
So,
good Lord.
I mean, it's very humbling, the amount of support that we've been shown.
Well, it sounds like it. Sounds like y'all are obviously getting plenty of support if you're raising that kind of money in just a few years. Good. I mean, congratulations and good job on that.
Well, thank you.
All right. So that pretty much sums up your entire competition. So we've got the charity judges, MC, venue. There's 2 donut shops within a mile. I mean, that's pretty
apparently
much
last resort donut shops within.
Hey man, at least the last resort ones are there. You know what I mean? Like Scott Sykora doesn't even have one within like 14 miles of his house. It's awful. I can't even imagine living somewhere like that there's no donut shops that close.
That I think 16 or 17 miles is the closest one to my house.
Yeah, but you live in like in the mountains of East Tennessee, so that makes sense.
You realize that Pigeon Forge is in the mountains of East Tennessee.
It's not. It's different mountains. It's completely different. But all right, well, that's all I got. I mean, I'm super looking forward to this weekend, and going to get to start this whole beard season off with the Bearded Villains of Smoky Mountains, and I'm excited, and Scott's excited to see pictures.
I'm excited to see pictures. Yes,
that's right.
We'll have him take copious amounts.
Dalton says to make sure that we don't forget about all the shine tastings in Gatlinburg. You guys must be drinking illegal alcoholic beverages.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's legal.
It's legal there, Scott. It's Tennessee. Everything's legal in Tennessee.
Everything's legal in Tennessee, says Aaron D.
yeah.
Johnston of
That's
Talking
right.
Beards.
Brian Phillips says SMBV rocks, BV rocks. Can't wait for this weekend.
Can't wait for this weekend.
All right, Brian. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. You survived your first interview, and now you got like 17 more to go. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. So good luck.
David's probably lining me up for 1 million of them now.
That's what he said. He said he's just lining you up one interview after another. So you get ready. And
I deserve it. I pushed all those ones on him, so I deserve it.
We're going to get you on with Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest tomorrow at like 6 a.m. So get ready for that one. That's you.
No.
I got kids that got to go to school.
All right, buddy. You have a great night, and we'll see you in a couple days, and appreciate all the news and information about your competition.
You're welcome. You froze. Right. I don't know what you said, but you got it.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
I froze.
You froze.
Something happened with the 2022 thing while we were doing that. I don't know if anyone paid attention. I was like wandering off, but it was at 17, and then it went to 7. And I refreshed it, and it stayed at 7.
All right.
So I don't know what happened. So anybody, go ahead and put in that hashtag 2022. If you've already done it and you're still watching, do it again, because I rolled through the list, and I know there's a bunch more than 10 in there. So there you go. What else we got, Scott Sykora? You want to do some?
We have some exciting things going on in. Whoa, what is that?
What happened?
Michelle
Emerson straight from the bathtub. Hashtag 2022. Aaron's what? I saw
hugs
Aaron.
whales.
Oh, Aaron hugs whales. Oh, what's up, Matt McClure Beard Laws? So I saw something up here that I wanted to. I'll never find it. Cannonballs. Something about. Oh my gosh! It just reset. What's this? Do you know what this is? What's VOI? This popped up last week. I'm sure it's just a bot thing, but does VOI mean something?
Something void for your information.
Yeah, I was just curious if you knew what that was.
No, I'm not down with the hip things the kids are talking about. It's probably some cryptocurrency, like some they're trading,
or it's just a complete bot because the name looked a little crazy. I was just curious. All right, yeah. So let's do some beard competitions. Let's do it.
Check out these upcoming beard comps, y'all.
Oh, not even just comps. We're just going to go ahead and call them beard comps. Talking beards, the competitions. All right. So we've got a few coming up. We're going to do our best to have someone from each one of these competitions stop by and talk about it and all that good stuff. But yeah, we've got a bunch of them coming up. I'm keeping a pretty good calendar because obviously we're going to be traveling a bunch, and these first few weeks are completely stacked. And so let's just get into it. Are you ready?
Vehicle of interest. Yeah. So the first one was, as we just said, that Brian, we just talked to Brian about the Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains at the Courtyard by Marriott Pigeon Forge. It is the Smoky Mountain 4th year anniversary. For the Hinderless 22 is the Ronnie McNutt Foundation. The goal of Hinderless 22 is assist veterans in needs of award scholarships, hardworking students, and last but certainly not least, help put an end to veteran suicide. Yeah, so there's a bunch of categories. If you go back, if you want to go check back into, us talking to Brian, there's all the information you need to know about that event.
So next, coming up, we have a competition on January 15th. This will be Christine M. Algaretti's competition. It's going to be in Cocoa Beach, Florida this year. It'll be Beards for the Brave 4. It'll be January 15th. It'll be brought to you by Orlando Bearded Villains and the Swamp Side Bearded Villains. Just One will also be putting it on. That's Christine. And the charity will be I Got Your 6 Foundation.
Do you have my 6?
I always got your 6, bud. So this is one that we're both pretty heavily involved in, and I'm really looking forward to it because I know some stuff about this one. It's going to be a good event. It's going to be a great event. So if you are in the LaGrange, Texas area, do you have this one up?
Yep. Yeah. So Saturday, January 22nd, the You Matter Beard and Mustache competition presented by Honest Amish. Wow. Really?
Weird.
It's at the historic Casino Hall. And make sure you add it to your calendars. Make plans to join us in Teja to raise money for the Big Shave. Tell us a little bit about the Big Shave if people don't know what it is.
The Big Shave. So it all came to be 3-4 months ago. There was a few people on the What Up Mob Wednesday show. I think it was Scott and I know Jake and Monty. Obviously, all of them were in there, and they were like, "Hey, let's all do shots." And then everybody was like, "Let's do shots." And then they're like, "How much will it be for Monty to shave his mustache?" And it was like $25,000, I think was the number. And then everybody was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then Shannon had the bright idea. I do believe it was Shannon was like, "Hey, let's put on a competition, have that money go towards the shaving thing." So Monty and Jake are definitely shaving. There's no doubt they're shaving.
Yeah,
But,
it was a quickly thrown together kind of thing. That all kind of happened and everything. But we're planning on having Shannon on if you're watching, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
But yeah, if you're watching or if you listen to this in the next couple days, we want to get you on next week so we can get we really want to promote this event like a lot because
everybody should go to this event. Like if you're on the fence or if you can possibly make it, or if you can carpool with some people or whatever, this venue is super freaking cool. It is like everybody at the venue is working with us really, really, really well. The charity is extremely involved. LaGrange looks like a cool small town in East Texas.
Yeah, so if you know where Austin's
cool,
at, if you guys are from Austin, if anyone, because we get a lot of people from Austin watching the show, it's about an hour and 15 minutes away from Austin. So
it's not bad. It's not a bad drive at all. Dude, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a really good time. I hear Honest Amish might have some special stuff for this event that'll be there. And I hear they might have 2 tables instead of 1. It might be just complete pandemonium over in the Honest Amish area.
You guys,
I don't know.
Honest Amish is giving away pandas?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But you know what Honest Amish is giving away? If you would like to put in hashtag 2022, you could win a whole box of Honest Amish products tonight.
And pandas.
You could win a whole thing of pandas. Are you ready for the next one, Scott Sykora?
Yeah, the 2022. This is on Saturday, January 29th, 2022 West Coast Classic Beard and Mustache Championship. The event is Beards by the Bay, the Alliance, and John Abraham put this together.
Wow, good old John Abraham.
Never heard of him. But yeah, this is the 2 a.m. club. Does Anthony Cardi have something to do with this event too?
Probably. That Anthony Cardi guy. But yeah, this is just north of San Francisco. If you there are some hotels. Yeah, it's just north. So if you stay downtown San Francisco, you have to drive across the Golden Gate Bridge to get to this competition. So not that I've done any research about this competition, but it's going to be a good time, I do believe.
Yeah, and they're raising money for the Larkin Street Youth Services, which is something that Anthony's been very, 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 very adamant about over the years.
I think he's been pretty passionate about that, and I do believe that's always been his charity for his competitions out there.
Yeah, so I know they've done really good. There's tons of categories, 13 different categories. Of course, number 13 being the best one, the goatee.
Absolutely, it's because it's going to be basically better than best in show. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like everyone's like really like showcasing goatees now. Like no one really cares about.
Weird, crazy how that happens. Well, it is the most prestigious facial hairstyle in the world.
Well, they have a partial beard category, but it's not like a sea hops or a nobody likes a whaler. They're just all partial beards.
If you don't have a goatee category is basically what it's called. That's what I'm gonna call the next partial category. Not goatee. Goatee and not goatee. And last, but certainly not least, certainly not least on our list. That was a stupidly planned series of words. But February 5th, we have the Derby City Whisker Club presents Whisker Mania. I don't even know what number this is. Probably like
6.
6. It's Whisker Mania 6. What else you got, Scott?
Whisker Mania 6, sponsored by, gosh darn it, Honest Amish again. Boy.
Weird. It seems to be a pattern here tonight.
Yeah, so if any of you guys have been to any of these past events, they are wrestling themed. They encourage you to dress as your favorite wrestler. And if you're coming as a club, I mean, you can do tag team stuff, dress up, all that stuff. The awards and the prizes for these things are some pretty cool. Like they're almost like the huge wrestling belts. Aaron, how many of those do you have?
A few. I have a few of them.
I think I got a couple.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but I know we have more than one here. There's Natalie says 32.
Oh, that sounds about right. Chef Jeff is laughing at you in the back there, but
Chef Jeff, we haven't seen him in a while.
I know
he has a bowling pin up his butt.
But yeah, so it's at a really cool venue, the Diamond Pub Highlands and Concert Hall. So there's a really good restaurant up front. I believe it's attached to a brewery as well, or it used to be a brewery.
Yes, the Diamond Pub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Duh. It's been a while since I've been there. All right.
In Louisville? You were just there.
Louisville. I know. Like I said, I drove through Louisville a few times.
Louisville, but
no.
Fun. Anyway, that was our upcoming comps for 2022 so far. I know February's full, March is pretty well full, April's getting that way, and then May, and I don't know, the calendar's getting full quick. So if you are putting on a beard competition this year, go ahead and get your event page up so people don't step on one another, and we can try to coordinate this thing so we can all have successful events.
And so, also, if
you just muted yourself.
No, what I do, Mike, I got it. Once I get a new damn desk in here and I get everything set up, I'll get my mic set back up. But anyways, if you guys know anyone that's putting an event on, or if you are putting on an event, please reach out to us at talkingbeards1@gmail.com. Give us this information. I mean, we are going to be able to put this information out there to the masses and share it with an absorbent amount of people. So we want to help promote these events. We want to get people to these events. We want to help the community grow. We want to help the charities out that you want to help. Just use Talking Beards as your vessel to get to
use us. We're a vessel.
Yeah, we're a vessel. But yeah, so talkingbeards1@gmail.com. Go over there and send us an email with any information on your event. Put all the links possible if you have a Facebook event page. But yeah, just let us know so we can let the people know, and we can, possibly get you on the show to talk about the event. Because as we go throughout the year, we have these reoccurring events, like, say the 6th Wrestle or Whisker Mania, the 6th one. We have the Beards by the Bay, the 4th one there. I mean, there's all these events that occur over and over and over again every year, and this and that. But we also want to make sure that we're covering all these other smaller events that are new, for these either newer clubs that are starting out, or if you're some reason new to the game of Talking Beards and you just discovered us and are discovering what we do, we want to help cover as many and as all the events that we can. I mean, we want to try to get as much new blood into this scene and, promote as many new competitions as we can. Everyone knows about most of the ones that have been going on for years and years and years.
But it's all about promoting the new up and coming competitions mainly.
See, look at that. We're like a wrestling team, Aaron. We're like the Hardy
tag
Boys.
Team champions of the world.
We're like the Hardy
Boys.
You
ready to do this? One. This is the last opportunity for everybody. If you want to put in hashtag 2022 right now, you better hurry, because you could win a whole box of Honest Amish stuff.
A box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, a mixed box of biscuits, and a biscuit mixer, Aaron?
A biscuit mixer? Dadgummit. I'm going. You ready? I'm going.
I'm ready. Oh my gosh. If I win, I'm going to donate it to Andrew D. Matson.
Oh, you thought you were going to win, but oh no, it is Jason Shorty.
And his
Jason,
dog.
If you would send me a message and I will get that package out to you ASAP.
That means as soon as possible, not VOI.
Yeah. Oh,
I love this. Nothing delights me more than this. Yep, right there.
We'll just leave it up. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching us tonight. Thank you, Brian A. Jones from the Bearded Villains of the Smoky Mountains. That's not it. The Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountain Bearded.
Whatever.
Remember,
The
all
Smoky Mountain Bearded Villains. Go check out that competition this weekend in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I am Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you for watching Talking Beards tonight. And yeah, just check me out on all the social media stuff at Aaron D. Johnston. Go ahead, Scott.
And I'm Scott Sykora. You can check me out at Scott Sykora on all social media as well.
You out everywhere.
Check me at all your local libraries. Just make sure
yeah.
you have an updated library card and you can check me out anywhere. Woohoo! TalkingBeards.com is where you want to go. Subscribe to the podcast. Like we said, 10 new episodes will be blasted out this week.
2 whole hands.
2 whole hands worth of some shows. It's older shows, Talking Beard shows over the past couple months, but hey man, there's always good information in there for you to check out and listen to. And it's always
it's still
funny
fun
to listen to it. But last but not least, make sure you guys go over to honestamish.com and enter promo code Talking Beards to get 15% off your orders. We were going through some pretty interesting information. I mean, 500 million people, I think, have maybe used this code already.
500 million. That's pretty good. Let's try to get that to 1 trillion.
I know.
1 trillion people should use that promo code. So everybody just buy some stuff tonight and just bombard the orders tomorrow.
Show us one thing that they could buy on the website. Grab something. Show us something fun.
Heavy Duty Pure. You can get that off the website.
That's great.
or some pure oil or some extra grit soap. I got that. That's about it. That's about all I got. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Andrew, for making our little picture-y thing. It worked out. Look at that. Worked out real good.
All
right, everybody. Have a great night.
See y'all later.
See y'all later. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.